Alright, how do I play this thing again? No fancy crew movement anymore. I have a lot of scrap. What was I thinking about? What do I upgrade? I think I just do this for now. That has some value. It's cheap. We know there's a store there, so we don't need to worry too much about our hull. You jump to the next beacon board and let the legendary Mantis kill them all. Yes. Oh, isn't it tempting to just solo board with the legendary Mantis and just do the dancing back and forth thing? So we go there. Is there anything else I wanted to do? No. Okay. They have a cloak, so do we. 4 rock crew, heavy laser 2, heavy ion. This I suppose I should unpause so I can select it or get past. This weapon arrangement is interesting. Hey Pepper Bear, welcome. How you doing? I want to pay some attention to weapon layouts or positioning, because this one is slot 1, this is slot 2, this is slot 3. So what that tells me is that the 2 weapon rule does not generalize for sure. Like, this is a lower power weapon and this is a higher power weapon. Okay, so they're going to cloak, we're going to cloak, we're going to hack and board weapons and kill them. And we have the iron bomb, should we need it. Yeah, we should be able to kill them fast enough. Oh, double cloaking noise. Doesn't take them too long to get in there. Don't think I can afford to try to protect Thomas's legendary skills here, unfortunately. Kill him, please. Are you gonna get out? Surely not. You can always ion bomb the med bay if we have to. Cloak. We'll get at least another cloak and hack cycle. Oh, they get to do that as well, huh? Yeah, I should have thought of that. Should have iron bombed the med bay. Can we just follow them there? You start to get more and more respect for early asteroid fields. Yeah, they are one of the more dangerous situations for sure. Like, one of the worst fights you can get at the start of the game is stuff like Asteroid Field, Rebel Rigger, or even worse, Disruptor. You know, with a combat drone, heavy laser, mini beam, that kind of nonsense. Okay, we will win those fights. Can we kill you? Yes. Okay, fine. Yeah, everyone needs resetting. Sadness. Let's get cheat engine running. Wait, no. Okay. Not punished. Could have been punished, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We lose a jump. Right? Well, no, we can dive if we want to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Please give me a beam, and I do mean a hull damaging beam. Okay. If I was being super picky, it's not the beam I wanted, but I don't think I'm in a position to complain. There's no reason no way I don't buy this, right? I can always trade it in for a hull beam or a pike beam if I want to later. Reconstructive teleport. Excuse me. Yeah, we obviously buy that. And sell this. Quite a collection of beams here. How much damage is that? It's enough. It's like 16 plus 9. Yeah, 25 damage against the flagship. Or 24 on phase 3. Need a larger cargo bay. Yeah. One thing I think would be quite, I don't know, things that you could change in FTL without ruining a lot of things that are good about it. Why not have a larger cargo bay? Why not have maybe more augment slots? Maybe not allowing too much stacking of augments. In general, augments being better and cheaper. Maybe being able to store augments. I don't know. So, we have a one-shot build. if we get up to 6 weapons power, we also have a build that does a ton of damage to regular ships, even with the shields hack. It's like halberd normally hits 4 rooms. Very rare it's a real issue. Usually on carried runs you toss something and then you're winning anyway. Yeah, I agree completely. It's just I don't know. I feel like some aspects of the game there could be more flavor, as it were, particularly with the usage of augments. Like maybe the thing I like most about balance mod is the changes to augments. I mean, in practice, it often ends up being a player nerf because they just sell for less because they're cheaper. But you know, having stuff like the recharge booster only cost 35 scrap and be 55% instead of 25% modifier, that actually makes it worth buying sometimes. Sells for less, so we might as well keep it. Yeah, exactly. What other changes were there that I really liked? Like drone reactor booster on NGB is hilarious in balance mod. It's like, instead of... What is the multiplier in vanilla? Is it like 25% faster, which is completely useless? In balance mod, it's 250% faster, I think. Like, they just zoom around. I love it. I actually still believe that NGB probably, strictly speaking, is nerfed in balance mod. Which I know is an odd thing to say. But just in terms of consistency, I actually reckon having a relevant amount more to sell in vanilla actually makes it better. But I don't know, I just like those flavor things. I like stuff like fire suppression. I like that being whatever it is, 35. Like, at least if I get a free one, I'm more likely to keep it. I know, I'm rambling. Actually, fire suppression is not as bad as people think, even in vanilla. But it's just so many augments are really niche. To the extent that at high level play, or even just play in general, quite often they just get chucked. That makes me sad. So most ships, halberd hits 4 rooms. So what's that? 16 damage with 2 of them. Interesting. So now that I have all the beams, do I want to start pushing to get them online? So I have shield hacks as an option. What are the circumstances pre-flagship where I would actually want to hack shields? Now, any ship with crew, we just board and hack weapons or drones. Probably. That being said, in bad circumstances, just hiding under cloak, shields hack, and one-shot them with 2 halberds may be safer. Something I have to remember, like when you're cruising through the game on 3 weapons power and only using, well, not actually using any of it, you need to remember that you do actually have to upgrade your weapons at some point in order to use them for the flagship. And it's like budgeting that scrap. Is there a world in which I'm using these? Like, one thing I could do is push to get Halberd Flak online. Maybe that's better against Zoltan shields. Is it? It's more interesting against Zoltan shields. It's not as good as Flak Glaive in terms of making the fanciness justified. Because unless you get quite lucky, you can't, well, Zoltan Shield piercing with the first volley of flak is not very reliable at all. So instead you would wait for the second volley. Maybe this is better against Zoltan shields. Like, 2 volleys of this is 5 damage each. So 2 volleys of that followed up by an ion bomb into weapons or drones or something. And it's less weapons power. Anyway. I think we're always doing this. Well, we do have a second store coming up. Am I going to the second store? I think the answer is yes. Like, I could buy a pre-igniter here. So I want to keep 120 scrap. I think I'm happy with these for now. Maybe a weapons upgrade. $35. So if I have 100, I can go down to 155 and have the option of upgrading weapons. What are the fights we care about most? Zoltan shields, automated ships with drones. So this mostly matters for Zoltan shields. Sure. If we really need to, for any reason, we can also sell weapons. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 6 dive. So I want drone parts. I think I'll buy drone parts in the next store. This is an odd event. This is generally better, right? Reactor upgrade for 15. How much reactor do I have? 9. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is the... I'm still on the second row, which is the cheapest price of 20. So this is a 5 scrap saving. It dips me below pre-igniter, unless I sell something immediately. No. Dumb event is dumb. Double little missiles and burst laser 3. 4 crew. And they're boarding me. So they're going to board me with 2 rocks, probably. How do I want to do this? Do I just kill them on their ship, on our ship, quickly? Probably suffocate them and move them around. Let's see where they're going. 3 rocks. Yeah, we should be fine venting them. We can even fight them if we need to with, like, Ken, so... Pretty sure I need to hack weapons here. Can't kill all of them quickly enough. Although, no reason to do it right now. Like, no reason at all. Anything I'm missing? Yeah, seems fine. Oh, you're wanting to join up, right? That's kind of convenient. I could have managed that better. Are you gonna go like into cloaking because there's 3 of you? You're not gonna run away. Okay, no, you're going into doors. Yeah, we can actually pull all of them around with the Lanius. Oh no, we can't. They've changed their minds. Four rocks versus 3 Mantis and a human. Who will win? Okay, so once you leave, we get door control. You know, you can just stay there. Do we kill them fast enough? I don't think so. Like, who's the healthiest? 106. So even if they're constantly suffocating, it's 6.4 damage per second. So that's 10 seconds. We're not gonna to get to 64, so nowhere close. What does Ion Bomb do here? If one of these is Alito, then Ion Bomb switches off everything. Is that worth a try? Takes 3 seconds though for my hack to get there. How long has this got to charge? About a quarter of the charge time, so it's got about 5 seconds maybe. A bit less with the manning bonus. Yeah, I really like Ion Bomb into weapons. I used it a lot on the original No Reactor run. The one on balance mod. I've used it on... Well, yeah, I've used it quite a bit. Does it make sense for me to wait for it to save a drone part? Well, hang on. This is slot 1, this is slot 2, this is slot 3. So actually... this goes down no matter what. If this is 1 power, and then this has 4 power in it, so then this goes down, but this doesn't. So we could save a drone part. And then eat 1 missile. Cloak the next one. Maybe eat it. I will be repairing that hull damage. So, nah, it doesn't really make sense. Unfortunately, just hack. I do really like hacking. I think it's a fun and interesting system. That being said, it's a bit unfortunate that it squeezes out stuff like this sometimes. Oh, whoops. I forgot to turn my oxygen back on. I guess we're resetting Farb. Dumbass. Let's just walk around the ship. Do you think we can take? Okay. Double ion bomb, though. That's actually kind of tempting. Like, as a transitional thing. Like, if we have a really bad fight, and we just cloak up and then fling 2 ion bombs at them. Yeah. I'm not sure if I buy it, though. Simply because, well, I don't know. Maybe. Like, we bought this one and haven't used it. We have a one-shot setup that I need to start spending money on upgrading to. What do I feel about Zoltan shields? Hi, Ratman. Welcome. Look what we got. So what's happened? What was it? This one? Right here was a store. So I actually, looking at the map, I don't know if you remember, like somewhere over here, I think it was here, we had a fight with the mercenary. And I absolutely should not have taken that fight. I should have hired the mercenary either for the jumps or the scouting. Probably the jumps, even though we were on 8 fuel at the time. And then what that meant is that if like this had been a store, we couldn't have got to it. So let's imagine this store was here. Then I don't get that beam, and that's such a big difference. It completely changes the run. So that was just incorrect. There's so much force of habit in FTL. It's hard. I don't mean this in an arrogant way, but it's hard even for me to overcome. Like, I like considering options, but when you almost never click something, but sometimes it's correct. Paying 28 for renting an ion bomb is fine. Yeah, it's pretty tempting, actually. Like, it does seem... The only question is, how is it against Zoltan Shields versus this combination? Because we only have the 3 slots. I mean, one of them landing obliterates a Zoltan Shield. What would we keep in the other slot? And yeah, I don't need vast amounts of scrap. I want to have... Let's think about scrap. So I want fully upgraded weapons. I do want to be able to swap the halberd for a pike or hull, because that gives me a weapons buffer, and it's a little bit faster on phase 3. But fully upgraded weapons is what? 125, 225, 315. Plus power. How are we doing for power? Well, we need quite a bit. Like, assume that oxygen is off. Have I ever played From the Depths? No. Don't know what that is. Assume oxygen is off, so we need 1 in cloaking. 2, 3, 4 for these bars, and another 4. So that's 8. So we need 315 scrap plus 8 reactor power. This becomes 25 per bar. So that's 100 for those 4. 120, 145 for those 6. What did I say? 145 plus 60, 205 plus 315 is 520. So we need 520 scrap plus 60, 580 plus another 30 for the reactor, 610. Build war machines with voxels. Send enemy war machines. Neat. Buying the backup battery helps us a bit with that. So I think I will do that. I want to keep enough for pre-igniter as well. Did I count pre-igniter in my scrap yet? I don't think so. 610. This saves me 2 upgrades. So we convert like 60 into 35. So that drops it by 25. 605 minus 20. 585. Plus 120 for the pre-igniter. 685, 705 scrap. Now, how adjustable is that? Like, if we find we're a bit short, I guess we can go low on reactor. Because we won't need our engines very much. For example. Or our teleporter. So it is a bit adjustable. I also have this. So we will sell these. I am very tempted by the ion bomb. The double ion bomb. Like it could give a lot of safety in bad fights. And we have the missiles. I know I'm not getting a store unless it's an event store here, which is possible. Pre-igniter would make a huge difference, so I probably should plan on that. What are we always doing? But I always have 57 scrap that I can just throw away. Plus I can sell, if I need to, plus I can sell the ion bomb back, or even both ion bombs if I have to. If I really have to for a pre-igniter. I think I'm always doing this and this. Probably this as well. Wouldn't mind some repairs. Yeah, this is a one-shot. However, there is one issue with it. Two issues, actually, that are kind of the same thing. Which is that we have no damage buffers. Yeah, you need 8. I'll need 8 weapons power, which means any damage takes a beam offline. I also need level 3 hacking. And any damage done to hacking, I think before 6, no. Any damage done to hacking before 4 seconds have elapsed of the hack. So if it still has more than 6 seconds left, then I don't think we take down all the shields. So what I like to do when I can on shieldless runs is get a combat drone. And then a combat drone, one of the things that a combat drone does, which is less obvious, is it gives you a buffer for your hacking system. Effectively. But we won't have that. One shot is still definitely the right thing to try. I feel like it's hard to argue against even this one shot as being the best approach to the flagship, most likely to win. But it does have a weak spot. The other thing to think about is if I'm buying the ion bomb now, another ion bomb, then unless I sell these weapons, one of these weapons at least, then I'm completely full. I think if I buy the ion bomb, I should immediately sell at least one of these weapons. The other kind of funny thing that double ion bomb enables is you can go like ion bomb, halberd. Right? And then weapons hack and still kill the ship with a halberd. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, that would be kind of annoying if Hullbeam did that as the player. I don't know. It's the same with Zoltan shields, right? You don't... Zoltan shields, what am I saying? Hull damaging weapons don't... Like, hull lasers or whatever, doesn't, or beams, doesn't matter where they're targeted on the Zoltan shield. Or also, like, how many rooms you hit when targeting Zoltan shield doesn't matter, unless it actually gets through due to other weapons or whatever. I don't see us using these very much now. Like, we only really use them against Zoltan shields. Maybe double ion bomb is good enough against Zoltan shields. Or maybe I keep... Is there any point in keeping the heavy laser around or the flak for that? I guess so. You could go ion bomb, flak, and then have a backup if neither of the ion bombs hits, and it's still 4 weapons power. Flak can take out Zoltan shields in 2 volleys, potentially. So if I were to buy the ion bomb now, how much scrap do I have left over to buy a pre-igniter? Like, we lose, well, we lose 28. And then on top of that, we have... Oh, I'm tired. This is tedious. We have 32. So that's plus 4. 25. So plus 29. And 27. So plus 49, plus 56. Right? Yeah, so selling all of these and the iron one that we buy gets us net 56 scrap. So we have net 59 scrap after buying the iron bomb that we can spend now if we want. And then there's a consideration of what probably wanting to sell one of these weapons. I think I sell the heavy laser and buy the iron bomb. Oh, sorry, Farb. I tried again. We have 1 spot of storage. I'd like to have more, but I think it's worth keeping the flak. So yeah, this is... Let's double check that. This is 40, 54, 56, 86. That's 99 plus 80, so 179. Yeah, so we have, what, 59 scrap we can spend? I should just, like, get out a calculator or something. Too tired. 54. 54. 86, 99, add 179 scrap that we have, minus 120 is 59, so I could buy both of these, that's 16, and how many repairs? 16 add 24. Yeah, so we can buy is 39, so we should be fine to do that. Right. I'm double checking because I really want, or triple checking because I really want that pre-igniter if it pops up in an event store. did I say? 54. Yeah, 86. So this number mustn't go below 40 minus 6, 34. Mustn't go below 34. Excuse me a sec. Kestrel C with dual laser, BL2 and a halberd in store after 2 sectors doesn't make for an interesting run. Good thing I can watch yours meanwhile. That sounds pretty strong, not gonna lie. 5 shots and a halberd online. Oh, this is kind of glorious, actually. I hope I might get to use it. Well, I kind of don't, because I don't want... Just 5 shots, got halberd online set to 3. Is this, Is this pre-AE FTL? This old school FTL. Oh, you're back on AE. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So, having just bought the second ion bomb, I think I'm going to sell 15 missiles. What's that, Ratman? Hey? I have no idea. Oh, it might be that because I'm not playing with headphones, you may get a bit of feedback sometimes. I'll just turn the volume down a little bit. Tell me if it's like really annoying. Okay, so having just bought the second ion bomb, I think I'm going to sell 15 missiles. Because we still have 17. We haven't used one of them yet. It's more of a safety thing. So yeah. Okay. So I'd probably do this for the dive. Or maybe I do this if I want the dive. We do have double ion bomb we can throw at the rebel weapons. I think I should dive. Alright, level 2 hack. Delays them by 14 seconds. So even a fast weapon is taking quite a bit of time. But I definitely want this. And what difference does it make? If the ASB hits us in the engines, well, don't we just repair them really fast? With an NG and 3 other crew. Like, we won't be boarding. NG, Rock, Human, Lanius. Lanius ducks in the room after it's hit. What's the escape time on unskilled? Level 3. If they board us in the engines, it doesn't matter much. So unmanned is 43.6. Level 3. 39.6 manned. Oh, level 4, 37, 33.6. Level 4 engines does guarantee we don't take a second ASB. Almost. We do have full hull. NGB first jump. Asteroid fields against BL1 and mini beam. They hit weapons and shields in the first volley. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Well, if we hack their weapons for 14 seconds, well, delay them for 14 seconds, then we can pre-cloak their weapons at maybe at what? Let's say 9 seconds after that. Take off 1 second. Because we don't, they get some manning bonus at the start. So 8 seconds. So we'd be cloaking at 22 for 15 seconds, which is 39. Ended up taking 6 damage, which you're happy with. Yeah. I'd be pretty happy not being dead, potentially, in that fight. Yeah, you should maybe, well, it would be old videos now. You should maybe watch some Twinge as well, because I know he does that. Maybe I even copied that from him, I'm not sure. So with fast weapons, if we pre-cloak them, we're right on the... Oh no, it doesn't matter, right? Because yeah, we cover the ASB. So I think this is better. What am I talking about? I've just argued myself in really weird directions. Like I think what I should be saying is it just doesn't matter. Right? Except I suppose the possibility of engines going offline, taking maybe a second ASB. How soon will I want this in Sector 6? I think I take this because it's something I want to build into for sure. I may not want to spend this scrap. What is our invasion? We can use the skill of Legendary Thomas. Unfortunately, Legendary Thomas has lost some of his skill. No one else has skill. But yeah, 27%, 87%. Engine specifically. I mean, piloting can be hit as well, of course. Potentially want 2 fast crew in piloting. Something like that. How dangerous is the dive? If it goes badly, if we get hit in engines or piloting. Still not that dangerous, like we take an extra 3 hull damage maybe, but... So maybe 6 hull damage, excuse me. But we still have hacking and cloaking for their weapons. We still have the ion bombs. We're at full hull. Yeah. So I think I buy the thing I want. I definitely want. There's still enough scrap for a pre-igniter, right? 38. Plus... $32 is 40, 70. Plus, like, 55 minus 2. It's 125. Yeah, it is. Okay. Actually, technically... Oh, hang on. Where's my oxygen going down? Oh. Technically we start here. I don't know why I'm micro-optimizing this so much. Because you can just walk there. Oh, also, we're not doing the type yet. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. Rock ship. Boarding, which they're not going to use. Big missile, burst laser, 1 clone bay. Might not need a drone part here. Probably will, I don't know. Right, ion bomb their clone bay. Maybe. Probably rather spend a bomb than a drone part. Wait, what? I think it's... Did they actually simulate the whole crew dying queue? Like all of them? I thought it was maybe a set time. Okay. Seemed a bit long. Okay. Repair trained human. Thomas, being legendary, took no damage. Oh wait, actually we want Tom. Maybe we want Thomas in the engines, even though his repair skill is not so good. Because the skill speeds up the FTL. Can always switch. How is that? It's kind of alright. Sure. Enemy hack drone control destroyed 3 drones over 2 hacks. Also, yeah, and the chance is lower if they have lower level hacking, because I think it's not just like a coin flip or straight up chance. It depends how long the hack is active. Rude indeed. Oh, and this is NGB, right? Yuck. Don't start with many drone parts. Alright. Let's dive. This weapon can actually hurt us, which is mildly annoying. Yeah, 5 left, fortunately. Okay. What do you think about, Thomas, about deploying an anti-personnel drone before you deploy any system repair drone, like at the start of the game? That's something I've been toying around with. Like, even if you don't need the anti-personnel drone for anything, I think maybe it's better to deploy it. So we're always hacking weapons. They are going to board us. Hello. Do we want to just kill you? I think we want to just kill you. Guess I hack this, even though it's only at 5 seconds. Oh, I probably should have had someone in weapons, actually. Gotta watch their health. What is that then? Well, unless they get hit in the clone bay, they don't actually die from an ASB. Yeah, so, exactly. So, first enemy border punches anti-personnel drone. I mean, the other thing you can do is park them. So if it wasn't drone control that was damaged and you deploy your repair drone, then you can park them before they get back to the drone room. I guess that still leaves the option of deploying the AP drone later. Hey Lemon Yogurt, how you doing? So we should get to ion bomb them before they can fire. She'll switch off this weapon. Yeah, also drones take 50%, onboard drones take 50% damage from weapons fire. Yeah, so I think technically maybe I don't deploy the AP drone until I need to return a system repair drone. Like if the system repair drone took damage, then maybe I want to return it to the drone room and let it heal. So maybe then I park it, deploy an AP drone, then let it go back. Maybe I don't even need the bombs here. So you actually... Oh, you would die. That's a miss. Close. Well, I'll get my hacking back in 2.5 seconds. That will fire first. Potentially. Let's spend 1 bomb. So ion bomb, in case people didn't know. I mean, Thomas will definitely know this, but not everyone will know. It does 4 ion damage, of course. But, so there's the 4 ion damage, which is 20 seconds. But notice that they actually had 7 power in weapons, and it's all gone. So you switched off 7 power of weapons with 1 bomb. That's because it works the same way as it does on your ship. So if you imagine we get hit by 1 ion damage in weapons, then it's going to switch off this one. But if we get hit by 2, it's going to overflow. Like, it'll switch off this one and then this one. And if we had it like this way around, then 2 ion damage actually will... First it switches off this one, but then there's 1 left over, so it does 1 more damage, and you can't have a weapon partially powered and charging, so it switches off both. Whereas this way around, 2 ion damage only switches off the flak. So that's what happened here. If this is a 3 power weapon, so we did 3 ion damage to that weapon, it's in slot 2, so that goes offline first. And then the 1 more ion damage switches off the burst laser 3. It's also the reason that charge ion versus weapons is so good. Because each separate point of ion damage then switches off a whole weapon. Okay. Uncharted, nebula, or rock controlled? Rock controlled has more dangerous environmental hazards, particularly asteroid fields. Ships with cloaking. Switching weapon positions is something I do often nearly unconsciously, yeah. But it's interesting, like, if these weapons had been the other way around, which I think they maybe can't be, because there's only two of them. I think the higher power one is always on the left. If they were the other way around, then that one ion bomb doesn't switch off the charge laser. Hey Farb! How you doing? Well, hang on. Do I still... Let me test this. Oh wait, am I out of Crow Record? Whoops. Oh well. Just woke up. I hope you had a good sleep. Sleep is good. So I think I go rock controlled here despite the cloaking and environmental hazards. Uncharted is the lowest scrap sector in the game. I do want scrap. We have hacking and cloaking fully upgraded. We kill enemies without needing, most enemies without needing any weapons. Uncharted is more auto ships as well. So maybe more drone fights. And we get a choice for Sector 7. Couple of interesting things with this run we picked up at near the beginning. One is that I absolutely should have hired the mercenary, probably for delaying the fleet, possibly for scouting the sector for a map. I should not have taken that fight. I should have hired them, because if the second store was at a particular beacon, I would not have been able to reach both of them. And that could have been pretty important because we bought another halberd beam. We also got double ion bombs, which is fun. I bought that for safety on the way to the flagship. But yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, we have not the best one-shot setup because no buffer. But this is a one-shot. Apart from phase 3. And what did I work out? I need to keep like 34 scrap or something for a pre-igniter if I sell all these. So I am still looking for a store. And we can see every beacon in this sector. Well, maybe not if we have to go here. For example, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, we probably can see every beacon in this sector no matter what. I think I'm just going to take like a 5 to 10 minute break. I've got some washing I need to like take out the machine, stuff like that. So I'll be back in a short period. Alright, back. Hi Gus. How you doing? I am missing my badminton already. Yeah, me too. For everyone who doesn't know, the UK has gone back into lockdown for 4 weeks at least. Okay, so what are we doing? Mostly fighting rock ships. Could be pirates, sultans. Hopefully not too many automated ships. Asteroid fields are bad. Do I want to get an engines upgrade and run? No, that puts me out of reach of the pre-igniter. Doing that to start with. Hang on, no. You both need healing. So we now, you won't have seen this yet, Gus. We bought a second ion bomb, which is kind of interesting. Very rare that I have this. But given we're really killing ships with our crew, it's a very efficient defense, extra defense, and we bought another halberd beam, so we have a one-shot set up for the flagship. It's still not completely secure though. I'll probably talk about that again when I get to the flagship, I guess, but it's pretty good. And now we need a bunch of scrap. Like a lot of scrap. I was lucky to find that, well, all these beams. I made a mistake in the previous sector where I should have hired the mercenary and guaranteed that I could get to both stores. I got lucky with the store placement, or rather I got not super unlucky. Okay. So keep on keeping on. Definitely going there, right? Yeah. No upgrades. Yeah. Boo. There's a store. So I guess we check here. And potentially if we have to, if I'm really hunting for a store, I can go 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Check here and then route around here. I think. What happens if I see a store like here? So I can go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I still want stores, 7, 8, no. So it made me miss this one. But I have money for stuff I would buy now, if I really want to. Checking these is worth more options, more chances. 1, 2, 3. I think this is good. Asteroids, please. No. Not using our missiles that much. It's not a store, so we go here. Well, we are going to a store. And we should see another store. It's only 2 fuel. It does put me down to 5, though. I think it's okay. If it's 4, I don't do it. Maybe. The rewards to this can be quite good. There's a store. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dive. Right? Or 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, probably don't do this actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nah. So you want both stores, if only for the fuel. And maybe more stuff. Quite deep into a rock sector and no fights at all. Another halberd beam. Triple halberd beam, maybe? Long range scanners. This is good in balance mod. Even this is quite good in balance mod. Kind of. So we're selling this, always. Buying all the fuel. Could do with making some money at some point. Still think I need to go to that store. Probably don't buy a drone part right now. Don't need to sell anything just yet because we're close to another store. Guess we're moving on. Yeah. Okay, it's a fight. 3 crew, teleporter, cloaking, big missile, burst laser 1. Ion bomb takes off both these weapons. But we're not going to be using it most likely, we'll just hack. I apologize for the unpleasant sound of double cloaking. Yeah. So where are their crew? Like here, here, and here. A medical unit. Maybe we just kill them. Do we even need to hack? Go, legendary Thomas, go. Oh, I should have preserved Thomas's legendary skill. Feel bad about that. Guess we're cloning him now, though. Kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them. What? Like, I could have had 4 halberd beams. I would like to do 32 damage to the flagship with 4 halberd beams. Sadly, it doesn't work that way. But thanks. That's one reason we got rid of the heavy laser, right? Because we need to sell some of our halberd beams. What the hell? Okay. And that is a form of money. Everything's fine. Let's move on. Definitely want that fuel. Hope this store has a lot of fuel. Boo, nothing. Bit of a low scrap sector, that's not good. Shield charge booster. Lots of fuel. So many halberd beams. Can never use 3 halberd beams, sadly. Yeah, I could buy back the lockdown bomb. Hmm. At some point, I should start selling weapons. Yeah, this is our last store in Sector 6, most likely. Sector 7 is what? Hostile or... well, red or green? Pretty good chance we take the green, unless it's Sultan. Yeah, I know what you mean, Farb. It feels so wrong to do something like just sell a flak or something like that. We have quite a lot of scrap in weapons, that's weird here. But they're also kind of better for getting us to the flagship than the beams. Just the 2 ion bombs even. Selling flax feels freeing. Let it go. Just let it go. Reloader is kind of interesting here. Simply because in phase 2 and 3 there will be a period where our one-shot setup can be disabled. And I want to try to plan around that as best I can. So would I buy the reloader? What difference does it make? It's like, it's 15.3, isn't it? Like 17 times 0.8. That should be 15. Oh no. No. 13.6. I was remembering the wrong number. 13.6 seconds. So in phase 2, we just cloak for 15 seconds and they die. Because the hack takes about 3 seconds to get there. Maybe 4, if I'm being generous. And then 8 seconds to hack down 4 shields. So 12 seconds. Beams take about a second to fire. Oh, hang on, is it 1.25? I can't remember if it includes a firing delay, but like they still don't get to shoot us at all. What happens in phase 3? Halberd. Let's bring this window back to me. Halberd. Hull is 245 base damage. So we do 10 damage to Zoltan Shield. Yeah, we'll require 3 volleys in total. So we're waiting on a hull beam to finish off the Zoltan Shield. And then we're waiting on a hull beam again. Wait. We're kind of not waiting on anything, we're just waiting on the hack. Yeah. So base time is 17 for the halberd. Wait, no. It's 14 for the first hull beam, and another 14 for the second hull beam. Then the Zoltan Shield is down. Halberd stays charged because we didn't use it a second time. And then we're waiting on the hack, really. Which is, let's be generous and say 12 at most. What's a hull beam time? What was it, 11.8 or something? 11.2. So actually, whether we're waiting on the... No, we're always waiting on the hack. Or it's the same time. Halberd is already ready. So what that does is it turns... So let's say hack is 12 seconds. It's 40 seconds base. But we've got like 28 times 0.8 at the moment, plus 12. It's 34 seconds with manning skill if we don't have it taken away from us. Minus 12. 1.1. Okay, so it only saves us like 2 seconds. Right? So it's the difference between like 32, 33 seconds versus 33 or 35 or something. The third laser volley fires at 30 seconds. Although we have cloaking. If we get the full use of our cloak, which we may or may not do, depending on tactics, they get like 17 seconds. So they still only get to fire those weapons once, potentially. Right. $15. Don't think it actually makes much difference having the reloader. I mean, potentially it could. Do you know, I've never noticed that there's a hyphen here. It feels like there shouldn't be a hyphen. Maybe I'll mod that out. Okay, I don't think I have to spend like 20 to 40 scrap on a reloader. Depending on stores. I suppose it would be 20 really. Like investment. I can buy back a firebeam. Don't think I need to buy drone parts right now. Do I need to sell a weapon? We should see another store. Should. Don't really want to sell... Don't think I want to sell all these weapons right now. For 54, 86 scrap. Don't think so. Because the iron bombs are quite good defensively. I think I might even keep one of them all the way until we switch out for the flagship loadout. Possibly even both. Too concerned about buying crew here. We have full crew. I guess we just move on. Flak does nothing for me, apart from Zoltan shields. Double ion bomb is pretty good against Zoltan shields. You need both to miss. If you had 4 ion bombs hit a single system, how long would it be ionized? If they hit at the same time, then it would be ionized for 25 seconds. Because you can't get an ion timer that is more than 25 seconds, yeah. But it would remove 16 power from the system. So, you know, even a cheating enemy with 10 power in a system, it will remove all of it. Yeah, the little number that you see with the countdown. The game files have it up 8. What do you mean? Up. Up to. Yeah, the little system cooldown thing, or like the ion damage clock, and they're both the same thing, right? Cooldowns are like self-ionization. That number will never go above 5. So up until 5 ion damage, it is reflecting the amount of of power that you forced out the system, but above that, you might have forced more power out of the system, but the clock can't go higher than 5, which represents 5 by 5 seconds. Yeah. So how do I feel about just selling the flak? I could then, like, do this. This doesn't really help me against Sultan Shields, because I still need an ion bomb to hit. Or I need to use the hull beam 3 times. Flak would be twice. Maybe. It's only Zoltan Shields that it matters for, though. I may not get an opportunity to sell the flak again, although I think I will. It's very likely I will. I'm also a bit low on space in the hold if I do get a bunch of free stuff. Only got 1 space. I think I sell the flak. Always feels good. Can't buy any more fuel. Probably okay for drone parts for now. Not buying these augments, not buying these crew, not buying anything else here. Not selling this right now. It's too useful. Okay. Onwards. Well, do I want any upgrades? I want to be able to afford a pre-igniter still. But wait, did I... Yeah, I've seen 2 stores. There could be an event store. So I could do that. And then sell both the ion bombs for a pre-igniter. If I really need to. I don't think I need to do this yet. The hull beam isn't that important to me at the moment. Don't want to spend scrap on things that aren't directly building towards my flagship killing, really, until I know that I have the scrap to spend. Okay. Moving on. Crew positions. It's a hazard, it's not an asteroid field. They do have cloaking and quite nasty weapons for crew. Okay, on flak 1 mini beam heavy laser. It's a 6 power weapon setup. No teleporter. Solar flare never hits in time to damage the battery here. Ugh, that sound. What I want to do about venting. That vents instantly. We keep you in there. Maybe I vent hacking. They have a level 2 cloak at least. Level 3? Yeah. Chonky doors as well. I think we wait a moment for the hack and get a bit of advantage here. Do I maybe turn off an ion bomb? No, I think I just turn off an engine. Well, it's not like we can dodge the flare. Gonna be nice to me again, FTL? Two damage. Teleporter destroyed. And cloaking damage. That will go out really fast. What is our priority to repair here? It's going to be cloaking. Oh, I could have microed him actually. Microed far up. Let's at least micro crow. They're gonna be dead soon. So I guess we just cloak now. You go out, please. Ah, no, you stay there. I do want to look. Are we... Yeah, of course it's not store. Are we cloning our crew? Probably. Can't do 2 system damage to the clone bay. Guess we don't need to clone Declan. Oh yeah, if anyone wants to be on the crew, by the way, who isn't already, just let me know. Because we have a Mort over here. We just need to clone all the Mantis. Yeah, okay, turn on the clone bay. Also waiting for these systems to come off cooldown. Okay, get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, actually, you need to be cloning. You need to be dying. She's faster. Should be asphyxiation, right? Why are you not dying? Get busy and die. Pay attention, Mike. Oh, I shouldn't be cloning Declan, come on. That door should not be open. It's tedious micro. Less tedious if I pay more attention. Kind of. Different type of tedious. I'm gonna go out fires. Oops. God damn, where are these fires? Must be in an airlock or somewhere. Yeah, in an empty room. Guess I could go repair this now. Seems okay. Took 5 damage. So we are diving, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 dive. Yeah. No cloaking. Oh, I could have bought scanners, right? Maybe I should have bought scanners. I think I forgot about that. Though I probably still go here. Not using backup battery on the cloaking here. I think maybe we insta-cloak, even though it's not optimal against the asteroids, so that they don't board us, so we can kill them more efficiently on their ship. I could have upgraded my... well, not in the solar flare. Could have upgraded my engines, maybe. Should have shut these doors. Oh wait, they don't... What am I doing? They don't have cloaking. They're a rock ship, but they don't have cloaking. I started to like assume that all rock ships are going to have cloaking. So I want to keep the ion bombs up. Ow. Yeah, we'll take the 4v3 for a bit. I think we let him in now. Okay, that's fine. Island bomb might stun my crew. Could also stun their crew, but I don't want to use it. Hold it though for the medbay just in case. Also, I need to consider that my hacking can get hit. Okay, you're running. Kill him? You gonna kill them? It's not hacking, I think it's piloting. No. Guess I might as well be there. Kill him. Can we start the hack now? Get value out of it in case an asteroid comes in. How long on my cloaking? 15 seconds. Like that's. $10 seconds. Yeah, cloaking will be back up. Oh, hang on. Please kill them. That doors. That's hacking. And that's why we did this. We lose a fraction of the time, like pro rata what's left. Or not. That asteroid, that looks like it actually, I think maybe asteroids also roll their dodge at the exact center of the room, but the explosion sprite might appear here. So like this is happening when the tip of the asteroid, like the edge of the sprite or whatever. I wonder, like, is that effectively like a missile? As it has a direction? It still rotates, but maybe the rotation, yeah, like flak is just visual. It still has a length and a head and a tail, and it's where the head is intersecting, whatever the graphic shows. Oh, why don't I... You'll both die. Why don't we finish them off? That's the thing. Are we going to clone our crew in an asteroid field now? This is really gross. Like, I probably should. I can swap the rock in. Could even swap Crow in. It's not ideal. Also, could use some power for cloning them. I should spend some scrap when I get a chance. Okay, so we can send the rock in place of the human. Could maybe send Crow in place of one of the mantises. Could not clone the mantises then. And just micro them more carefully. And we still probably win, right? I'd quite like to get out the asteroid field. We still probably win against 4 rocks. Especially if we take more 3-on-1, 4-on-1 time or stuff like that. That being said, I do want my teleporter off cooldown. So maybe it makes sense to at least clone one of them. How risky is it? I think we do use the rock instead. We don't need to move him right away if we're doing that. If we are cloning. Do I maybe clone the crew I care less about? But I'm probably boarding the rock instead anyway, so no. Can't lose Thomas, that would be awful. But Thomas is the one I want to clone the most. Don't tell him I said that. Yeah, I'd love a clone of you, Thomas. Who wouldn't? Yeah, it does violate Federation WASP names, doesn't it? That is true. Okay, we can jump now. There's always the option to duck out of this and just go. Let's get this a bit lower on oxygen. Oh, you can move, actually. We can cloak as well. If we cloak, then we have to wait another 20 seconds. Well, maybe not the full 20 seconds. We have to wait for longer. Good question, Farb. I never got around to doing testing. I do know that it depends on the level of your shield system. I'd assume that level 1 shields is the same as not having the system at all. But I don't know. I might ask Hexagon how to get a copy of the decompiled code. Like the ftl.dat or whatever it is, I don't know. Because I know they were looking at actual code. They showed me some code. I'd quite like to look at the code. Because like guessing, some of these things are, you can guess a lot, but it's nice to see. So do we actually cloak this? Exit beacon is not going to be an environmental hazard. Also a cooldown in the asteroids too. Well, meaning a minimum time or something. Because it's definitely variation, and it depends on the level of your shield system. And the asteroids that enemies get will be set to the same like level as yours. And it's tuned. It seems to be tuned so that it's almost impossible for asteroids by themselves to get through your shields. I think. Do I cloak this? Like, cloaking makes cloning a lot safer. This is on a 12. Hang on. 5. It's on like a 12 or so second cooldown anyway. No, maybe not 12, maybe more like 11. But we'd be waiting 15 seconds of cloak. They can still hit us in cloak. You've kind of assumed the asteroids come from a saturation frequency during that is shields based, and there's a saturation of no asteroids. Similar to other hazards. Right, so you have a minimum period of no asteroids, and then after that period the next one is randomized somewhat and scaled according to your shields. It could well be that. I just don't know. You don't get a whole lot when you have no shields. Okay, that's fine. I think I'd rather have my cloak off cooldown if possible. We only really need to clone Thomas. Oh, they're coming fairly fast. Wait, was that even 2 seconds? I wonder if level 1 shields is actually the same as level 2. It's exactly the same place. This doesn't feel right. Maybe it's not just based on your shields. Maybe it's based on theirs as well. In some way. This feels too fast. So this is heading for Clone Bay. Do I need to cloak it? Thomas is nearly done. I think so, Ratman. So what is it? 9 seconds. He's got like a couple of seconds left. It will reduce to 12. I think we're all right here. Oh, it's not Clone Bay. It's hacking. It's a dodge. Keep them coming. Okay, so we now have Thomas back. Maybe with the healing from the Clone Bay jump, that's enough. Clone Bay jump healing, I mean. Can always board with Crow if we feel we really need to. There have been 1 or 2 occasions where I've nearly gone from a very high ledge to a very low floor very quickly underground. Particularly the Route and Pot one was a little bit exciting for a moment. That was, what was it? I was wedged in a rift in the ceiling. The rift had no floor. It's a really narrow rift, tight rift. So like my legs on one, or knees actually, knees on one side and my back on the other. And there's no floor, and it's like a 50-meter drop to the rocks below. And I was de-rigging and I got distracted by various things, and I accidentally did things in the wrong order, and therefore I was not protected from a fall for a moment. That was exciting. I don't recommend it. Would it be Lopley? Possibly Chopley. Okay, we've recovered enough, I think. Let the oxygen come up, I guess. Popley, right? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, dive. I was almost Mike Ripley, yeah. On that occasion. That's quite nice. Search among the stores. Boo. So I guess we are hacking weapons. And cloaking. And punching down drones. How long does it take to punch down the drones? Where are the drones? Combat 2. That's actually good? So no other drone? I mean, I have the clone bay. I don't necessarily need to board with these specific crew. But we should get control of the fight just by punching drones. It's nice to have a backup. The rock can get back. We can also disable their weapons with an ion bomb. If it hits. Maybe I should have boarded with more. Saving a drone part. Okay, it does have a buffer, but it can't have 2 buffers. Right? Right? Right. Yeah, I should have boarded with more, really. I think we carry on punching this down. We need our ion bombs less than we need our drone parts. Oh, get in there and do something. Bye. So now we let... That's interesting. How do I want to board here? Like, if I board now... Ken is still occupying a tile. So 2 of them will overflow into weapons. And then maybe another one overflows into piloting. Do I want to do that? Or do I want them all in weapons and drones? Like it could help with ion bomb landing. The next one if we use it. .5 seconds to punch down 1 level of piloting. They can have level 3 piloting though. I think I'd rather have more crew in here. I might lose my ability to use the battery for the teleport, but that's okay. Could send even more crew. Could send another one. Is there any reason not to? Don't really care about your repair skill, do I? Do I send Farb? Let's send Farb. Like, with all these crew, the Lanius alone ensures that the drone never comes back offline. We can always hack if we actually need to, which we won't. Do I care about the skill? Probably not. We just need to keep Crow's skill. Well, what if Crow gets mind controlled in phase 3? Like Thomas is a lot less legendary than he used to be. Ken's about to lose his skill. So yeah, we want to keep Farv alive. Let's do this. I'm assuming they'll go into piloting. This feels really weird, this amount of boarding of an auto ship. There's no reason not to, though. Yeah. Can't move yet. I wonder if that actually keeps the progress. One repair on the drones. Let's make sure they don't... Oh, do I want them in piloting, possibly? Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Do I spend another ion bomb? How long have they been in there? It's 1 damage. Could start a fire or something in the clone bay. But we could deal with that. Sure. Swap them out. So we don't waste time dying. Okay. I guess I didn't need to do that. Never mind. So what am I doing now to kill the ship? So I guess I just punch it down repeatedly with the Lanius. With Crow until it gets to 1 health, then leave and bring other people in to finish the job. So they take 12.5 seconds to do a point of damage. It takes 3 times that long for the ship to repair a system. I'm gonna have to wait for the weapons, because then I want to do this. I suppose technically 12.5 seconds, yeah, that's plenty. I could use like a 1.5 times speed hack here. Actually, I can do it like that. Okay. So I can break weapons one more time. And then I need to teleport him back. So we do that. Then we have to wait 20 seconds for the teleporter. But it takes them way too long to repair this. So that's fine. You have 1 level in punching. So we're going to send Mort. Send the Human. And Declan, you're pretty useless, although you don't have all the health. So you come back. Now they've just repaired that. I guess so. They just repaired that, so it's going to be another 37.5 seconds before they get to level 2. Like, do we outpace their repairs? Enough. Without the Lanius. So it's 20 seconds from now. And then they'll have another 17.5, well, it's probably, let's say 17 seconds. Yeah, we could have been. Would have been our Sunday night slot. What was it, like 17 seconds? Been sat in your chair pretty much. It's Wednesday. I need to get off my ass and do some weights or running or something. I think I'll start with the weights because I'm a bit nervous about running in the woods when it's like muddy and I had a recently sprained ankle. Right. So there'll be 17 seconds. We'll be 17 seconds in before they get the second repair. And it only takes us 6.5 seconds to break it, so they don't get the next repair. And we always have cloaking, right? So it should be fine. Did about 10 squats yesterday, and that's the peak of exercise since Wednesday. That is still better than me. It's body weight, squats, or dumbbell, or what? Yeah, still very useful exercise. Just literally just doing, and body weight. Body weight is actually quite a lot of weight. It sounds really dumb, but like if you sit in the leg press machine at a gym, then you can lift a lot more. Like, I think the first time I went into my college gym, this is years and years ago, I'd never used this equipment before, never done any of this training. I just leg pressed 200 kilograms comfortably. And I maintain that that exercise is less useful than a bodyweight squat. Because you're kind of wedged in the position. Your back is braced. It's all quads really. I suppose hamstrings on the way down, but it's not great. Okay, this should do it. Yeah. Okay. How are we doing now? Well, you have no skill at all. You're, like, so useless. Oh, you're not even saved. Seems alright. Excuse me, quickly break. Alright. Oh, by the way, I hate spreading misinformation, so it's such a that weight stuff was such a long time ago, it's possible I'm talking bullshit and my memory's wrong. I just remember it being what seemed like a silly amount of weight. And certainly a lot more than I've ever managed to like squat with a bar or something. Much more. Very different exercise. Okay. So we could get some upgrades. We are going to be diving. We have 20 hull. I could upgrade my engines. How am I doing on this? Not that far away. We'll need a bunch of power. Still kind of don't feel like I necessarily need the engines for the dive. Not when we have max hacking and cloaking in the 2 ion bombs as well. Is it worth getting for other fights anyway? I just feel a lot more comfortable, given I'm so reliant on this and more power. Like, ensuring that I get that. Oh, you won. Well done, Thomas. Pretty common occurrence for you, I feel. One of the rare runs where you bought and used a whole repair drone. Nice. Yeah, I've very rarely found it to actually be useful, even though I like it. Mostly I'm just buying it as a super obscure, like low odds insurance policy. When I already have everything else I need. It was very good, well, necessary on that no reactor run. Might have won 500, 600, 700 times or so. Wow, so many games. Right. God, I wonder how many runs like Necro Rebel has played, for example. Don't really want the engines. Could like go into this. Not too keen on upgrading teleporter because we're not really using it for the flagship. We might use it a bit on phase 3, but otherwise not. Probably not. Feels a bit ridiculous to have all this scrap and not spend it. We still need another 25 scrap and then all the power. We have some scrap from selling the bombs, potentially. Having hacking, defense drone, and hull repair and using them all a bit made me buy so many drone parts, but it was fun having to think of it. Yeah. Not like early BL2 and Halberd. I find it quite odd when people sometimes say, I don't buy hacking if I have drone control because it's too many drone parts. It's like, well, you could just buy some. Okay. Not much point getting this because an ASB, or even this because an ASB just knocks out anyway. This is reasonable. We do have a choice of sectors. Not that far away from what we need. So we need, what, another 25 scrap, and then we need power. We need 6 power additional here. If we really have to, we can just like do this. We still have backup battery. So if we say 6 power, ish. That's 125, 145, another 25 for the weapons upgrade. So 170 scrap that we want, on top of this. We can get some of that, what did I say, 170? We can get some of that by sales of these 2 items. This gives us another 53. Kind of feels like the 4th engine is reasonable here. We're not going to be likely to use the one-shot in Sector 7 much, not at the beginning of Sector 7. At least. The ion bombs are so good for defense. So we probably we only start really pushing weapons when we get to a store where we can sell these, if we then want to sell them. Or maybe we just sell one of them. So yeah, I guess that's okay. Evasion is going to be relevant in Phase 3, for sure. Like, well, potentially relevant. Needing to protect our hacking and weapons. No buffers in either. So, okay, I've talked myself into spending a bit of scrap on engines. We're all fine. Let's go. 2 more beacons. This background looks nice with this planet. The reason I'm making that decision about engines now, by the way, for anyone who's not sure watching, is you know, maybe we get hazard events on these next 2 beacons, and therefore I don't have the opportunity to upgrade in a hazard before I dive. Put your rock crewmen on the comm. This does nothing. I paint my ship with you, cave-dwelling pebble man. They have more mantis than we do. That's illegal. Well, I don't have a legendary Thomas. Or a Rakagak. They have a lot of Mantis. Illegalities. Ion Stunner, some kind of bomb. Halberd Beam, Burst Laser 2. Lot of Mantis to murderize. So this is going to be a weapons hack, realistically. Like, we don't win these fights. Oh, they do want to board us. Do we want them to board us? Probably not. It would be annoying. So, sure, we cloak, stop them boarding. If we weapons hack, we get some... Yeah, we don't mind them breaking in, they have no med base. So, weapons hack, delay boarding, cloak. Beat up this one. No way we kill these crew fast enough. Because they, in a straight up fight, they kill us. So you're going to try to board, but you can't. Can't board while we're cloaked. It's not actually who I wanted in weapons. It is kind of who I expected. Do I want to let them swap? I guess. Okay, so we get a 4v2 for a bit this way. I guess we can do the swappy thing. We can almost kill them in time without the hack. But I think we're going to start losing. Maybe? Plus we wouldn't have had the same advantage. Yeah. Don't need the bombs really. That's okay. Oh, yeah, I should actually pay some attention and stop them firing their weapons, right? You can't really ionize anything important apart from hacking. Dumbass. Okay. Do I want to spend a bit more scrap, maybe on reactor, because I could keep this online. Backup battery, that still need 2. Yeah, I think I want at least one of these. Maybe 2. So we're definitely going to need it. And it's like cheaper than upgrading weapons. These are smaller steps, so we can hold on to more scrap. Weapons upgrade doesn't do a whole lot for us right now. Yeah, like it lets us run Clone Bay, for example, when we're running other stuff. That's okay. Not an asteroid field. Oh, which one is this? Because we want the fight. I think it's tell them they're God. Even though that sounds like it should get you a crew member. I thought, don't we get a... I thought maybe there's a blue option for this with a rock. Maybe not. Let's look it up. Yeah, that's weird. Like the one that says join your crew is in fact the one where you just get a fight. And promise to share with them the truth they've been denied is just bad. Well, yeah, that's what I thought. I just was looking at the wording and thinking, well, this should be the give you crew chance of crew option, but it's not. 2 is a chance of a crew member. 2 is really bad. Unless you really don't want the fight. Because you don't get a fight. And it's a 1 in 3 chance of a crew member, otherwise nothing. And then there's a sensors blue option, which is also bad generally because it just gives you a rock crew member. So yeah, we do this. Let's look at their ship first. That's fine. These are the lies I sought to escape. Right. Yeah, I thought it was tell them they're God. I think I'm gonna just complete this fight and then stop. Yeah, we're gonna need to hack them. Doesn't matter what room. Well, yeah, we're boarding weapons. We're hacking weapons. Right. They don't have a med bay. We could delay. So we let this go 1 tick before we have to send our hack. Like 1 cycle. I'm gonna try double ion bomb. We're gonna be getting rid of that at some point. And the stun. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to go and get some food. Not sure when I pick this up again. Hopefully soon. Maybe in the week, but if not, then hopefully the weekend, next weekend. So yeah. So satisfying? The ion bombs. Yeah. I really like them. No weapons for you. Okay, well, thanks everyone for stopping by and joining me. And If I don't see you earlier, have a really good week. And yeah, take care. And